Hello everyone, just Gordon here and welcome back to another Planet Zoo real life inspiration video, and today we are taking a look at this adorable little goofball over here, the Wolverine. Super excited to have these in the game, and yeah, let's go and have a look at some exhibits for them. So the first one that we're going to be looking at today is the one of the Caves of Hun, and of course the Caves of Hun, all of their exhibits are huge natural environments that basically we just put up a fence in what is already their natural environment, and here we are. So this is a beautiful enclosure kind of looking up against this hill, which I absolutely love. We know that by now, but yeah, it's just a slab of forest right there, and it looks fantastic. All of these fallen logs adding a bunch of extra detail, quite a simple fence. We can see a bit of a trail going through it as well, where the Wolverines walk. But yeah, that was it. That's all there is to see. So next up we have Duisburg, the Zoo of Duisburg, and we have not a huge enclosure, but quite a nice view into it. Thanks to this moat, we get a very clear view of the animals, and the Wolverine in this instance is sleeping right in between those logs over there. Very cute. It's such an adorable animal. You really want to color them, but it's probably not a good idea. But yeah, that is pretty much all there is to see about this enclosure as well. So we're going through these pretty quickly, but the next few are slightly bigger, so we have a little bit more to look at. Next one that we're looking at is GaiaZoo, and we are starting off at this elevated platform over here where we have an overlook of their entire enclosure, which has some very kind of naturalistic barriers with some hot wire around the edges. We can also see a sign explaining this gluttonous glutton. Yeah, in most European languages these things are called gluttons because of how they will like scarf down a big meal or something like that. But yeah, we've got this cool kind of tent like structure that we're inside of that gives us another overview of the enclosure. The other viewpoint would be kind of directly across from us, and then this is after you go through the entire taiga section. You encounter this again. There's also this super cool bird tree that we saw for a split second there, but yeah, that is that kind of tent structure. We can see a mammoth skull. I really love the overall vibes of this area. GaiaZoo is definitely a zoo that's on the list of a real life zoo tour at some point, to give you guys the full picture of this zoo, because it's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, and one more viewing point kind of lower down. Once again, very open, very natural, nice little bit of water. But yeah, super cool enclosure. And now we're moving on to the last one of the video already. This is the Zoo of Osnabrück, and once again, very naturalistic but very large. This is probably the biggest enclosure in the video. Maybe GaiaZoo? Nah, I think this one's bigger. But yeah, lots of trees, rocks and things scattered about, bringing a lot more detail to the habitat. And this is something that I absolutely love. This their little silly little run. I really hope that Planet Zoo managed to capture that really well. I haven't seen them in game, of course, yet, because the pack's not out yet. But yeah, I'm really excited to see them, because yeah, I'm sure Frontier will nail this, because they're really good with that sort of stuff. But yeah, as far as the enclosure is concerned, there's not that much to talk about anymore, really. Just again, simple fence, some hot wire around the top to prevent escapes. This is a really cool area. We can see a little creek running through the enclosure. Another thing that caught my eye over here was that there seems to be like a little polar bear plushie lying in the enclosure. I don't know how that ended up there. I don't know if a kid lost it or something, and it's just there now. The Wolverine took it, or I don't know. I have no explanation for that, but it's pretty cool. This creek, by the way, it flows through the enclosure, as you can clearly see, and actually flows underneath the guest path over here into this next enclosure, which is a reindeer enclosure, and it even flows further from to an area where we just were, and over here it flows from that basin in the reindeer enclosure into a polar bear or brown bear. It's a mixed polar bear brown bear enclosure. Which is really, really cool. I'm starting to lose my voice again. And it was going so well. No, but yeah, this is the final viewing point for this enclosure, and that's actually also where we're going to end off this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed and got some Wolverine inspiration, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!